Hi, I'm James Phillips. I'm a corporate vice president on the Dynamics 365 team, and super excited to share with you some of our vision for Power Apps, Microsoft Flow, the common data model. But before doing that, I want to talk about why we're doing it. If you look at the pace of change across really every industry in every geography, it's accelerating. Businesses need to adapt more quickly than they ever have before. In the past, decades would go by before industries changed their business models or the way that they engage their customers, their supply chain. That's going from decades to years to months. And our customers need a way to keep up with that pace of change, to have a set of systems that enable them to adapt and to conform to the changing world around them. And that's where Power Apps, Microsoft Flow, and the common data model come in alongside Dynamics 365 and Office 365, providing a platform that is adaptable, that allows our customers, our partners, our ISV partners to build solutions that are purpose-built for their own companies, for their industry, for functional roles, or even for specific geographies. And so let's look at each of those three components. Microsoft Power Apps is a rapid application development, a low-code, no-code service that allows anyone to rapidly build web and mobile applications. It's a drag-and-drop environment. It allows you, without writing a line of code, you don't have to be a professional developer, to build very compelling, rich visual solutions that can integrate with Office 365, integrate with Dynamics 365, pull together data from many, many sources, and produce an application that can fundamentally change the nature of core business processes, and doing it in days, weeks, whereas previously it would have taken months or years. And so Power Apps really is the foundation for mobile and application development and extensibility on the Dynamics 365 and Office 365 platform. Microsoft Flow is a sister service to Microsoft Power Apps, and unlike Power Apps, which is focused on building an app, Microsoft Flow allows you to build and orchestrate a process that doesn't need to have an application on the front, but can be triggered based on any number of events. So if in Dynamics 365 for sales, there's a new lead entered, you've got the ability to trigger a flow automatically that could then update a SharePoint site, that could store some information in a OneDrive folder, the ability to insert something into your Dynamics 365 operations application, or to do anything from a custom code perspective that you might have available to you within your company. And so Flow allows you to automate, orchestrate business processes. And again, just like Microsoft Power Apps, it is what we call a 5-second to sign up, 5-minute to wow service. Super easy to get started, drag, drop, no coding required, and yet the ability to express some very rich, complex, and powerful business operations processes without writing code. And of course, Power Apps and Flow work well together. So if you have an application, a business application that you've built using Power Apps, you click a button, you take a photo, you can trigger a flow based on those actions. And so these services work very, very well together, and they also work with Power BI. The common data model is the underlying business entity or business object schema that we're standardizing on to pull together both Dynamics 365 and Office 365. And so you've got this rich, semantically relevant layer that provides entities like customer, invoice, inventory item, contact, calendar item. And so looking across both the structured business process environment and your unstructured, more ad hoc productivity processes, and yet interrelating all those objects. So when I have a new sales lead appear, I can create a new contact in Outlook, for example. And so the common data model pulls together and provides this predictable, semantically rich fabric beneath our business applications, any business application that our partners build on top of Power Apps Flow, and a mechanism for our partners, ISVs or systems integrators, to build solutions that can be surfaced through Microsoft AppSource and deployed down onto Power Apps and Flow. So super excited about this collection. It's a very powerful trio that combines predictable data modeling with rapid application development and process orchestration, allowing an audience that previously would have had to rely on expensive and time-consuming custom application development to build applications and process flows that really move the needle for their business and help our customers transform as the industry transforms around them.